Welcome to Comics Tonight, the most professional comic book related television show on a set where we sit here and we give you the news, your favorite comic books, and we tell you what came out with the solicits this week. That's right, we are the best talk show style comic book based television show that is on YouTube out there. That is us. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yeah. So we're going to tell you the comic books that came out this week. We're going to go over the solicits, so if it's been posted wrong, not our fault. I'm also going to tell you some amazing news over at DC, and we're going to celebrate an accomplishment over at Marvel. But let's get right into the news. All right, Dan, so today we're going to do a celebration.
Oh, what are we celebrating today, Benny? Definitely
not your birthday. You can rot alone by yourself with a cake and one candle. Anyway, Infinity War is the fastest movie to ever reach $1 billion. It even reached $650 million roundabouts. I'm kind of rounded up. But in the first opening weekend, Dan, isn't that incredible?
That is absolutely incredible, Benny.
You know what they have, Dan?
What do they have, Benny?
They have a birthday cake with 1 billion candles on it. You get one candle and you get to be alone in an attic.
Oh, well, that's a sad day.
That is a very sad day. So that is seriously an amazing accomplishment, proving that superhero movies and the way that comic book movies are making movies nowadays are as big of a blockbuster as we all have assumed. Everyone just has to do their movies correctly. Look at you, Sony. Nobody wants Amazing Spider-Man 3. You failed. You have failed this movie industry. Anyway, over on DC, they've got a pretty incredible accomplishment going on. Dan, you remember that discussion we had the other day where you were like, man, I really enjoy these CW TV shows. I want more CW TV shows.
I do remember that, Benny. What are you getting at with it, though?
Well, basically, since you don't have time to watch the shows, DC decided they're going to give you more shows. So they're launching an app. I think it's an app. It's called the Ultimate DC Membership. It's DC Universe. And on this DC-centric app, we're going to get DC-centric TV shows, specifically for the app. My assumption is CW said, we literally do not have any more room for superhero shows. We just don't have them. And DC was like, but do you want the Titans TV show? Do you want the Swamp Thing TV show? Do you want Young Justice Outsiders? Do you want Harley Quinn? And CW was like, seriously, we have no more room. We are stacking them. They don't work anymore. And DC's like, we made them. They're already a thing. and CW was like, seriously, man. Seriously, you're filling the fridge. The fridge is overflowing. We have all of this amazing cake known as the DC Universe falling out of the fridge. And so DC was like, we bought a second fridge. And they made an app where they're going to be introducing all of these additional shows, and they're going to be doing things like more Young Justice, rumor has it, more Teen Titans. They're going to be doing the Harley Quinn show. We're doing a Swamp Thing show, which I'm not going to lie, I didn't know I wanted until someone said there's a Swamp Thing show, and I'm like, that could be really freaking cool. So anyway, yes, DC Universe is up now. You can sign up on the website to get the DC Universe newsletter, which gives you updates as to what's happening with the DC Universe app. And over on the comic book front, yes, DC has also announced their creative refresh. Dan, you ever said it? Did you remember the other day when you came to me and you were like, man, DC Comics are getting stale?
No, but apparently I've had a lot of conversations with you that I don't remember.
Exactly, because it makes for great setups on the world's greatest comic book late night TV show that happens in the middle of the day. Anyway, DC Creative Refresh is the new direction that they are taking DC Comics. They're doing a shakeup. We're getting new writers, new artists on some of your most favorite, mostest favorite stuff. So what we're getting is Grant Morrison and Liam Sharp on Green Lanterns #1. They're going to stop Green Lanterns, I think, between 50 and 60, and they're going to bring it back with Grant Morrison on it. And what that tells me is I'm going to love it, but I'm going to have no idea what's happening with Green Lantern anymore. Over on the Suicide front, we're going to have Suicide Squad front. I feel like I need to specify that. We have Brian Azzarello writing the story, replacing Robbie Williams for the Suicide Squad storyline. And over on the Aquaman front, Dan Abnett is stepping away, and we're going to get Kelly Sue DeConnick coming in to take the story of the prince or king, king. He's king of Atlantis. He wouldn't be prince. That wouldn't make sense. His dad's long dead. Yes. Anyway, yes, the new king of Atlantis. He's going to be doing a new storyline. I don't think he's taken the crown yet, so who knows how Dan Abnett's going to leave it. We're also getting a David F. Walker Flash book. Now, here's the interesting part, because I looked into this, because you guys know that I'm a crazy Flash fan. You can't see it right now, but there's a tattoo right here. Anyway, this is another Flash book. We're getting a second Flash book for the first time that I think in a long time, because I've been following Flash and we've only ever had Flash. Since New 52, it's followed Barry. Before then, it followed Wally. Well, followed Barry for a little while, Wally before that. You know what I'm saying. As far as I know, we've only ever had one true Flash book, and they're bringing in David F. Walker to write a new Flash book, and we're still going to get Joshua Williamson's Flash book. So they're finally realizing that people like the Flash enough to give us 2 books. Come on, DC. You've been giving us like 20 Batman books a month. You couldn't give me two. Okay, there's like 8 Superman, 20 Batman, there's like 2 Green Lanterns still going right now, and you couldn't give me 2 Flash books. Well, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart as a Flash fan for giving me 2 Flash books. Please make them good. All right, guys, it's time to go over the solicits this week. As I said at the beginning of our show, we pull these off of MidtownComics.com. I did not say that, but that's where we get our solicits from. But what I did say at the beginning of the show is these solicits are posted by the company. So if it's an incorrect solicit, I apologize. But these are the books that we found interesting and thought you should know about that are out today on Wednesday. Starting at the top of the list, we have Darth Vader, number 16. Vader and his Inquisitors lead the elite squad of clone troopers to flush out the Jedi traitor beneath the waters of Mon Calamari. It's Mon Cala, but how can you say that without saying calamari? And now I want calamari. Anyway, the oceans will burn with their fury, whatever. Over in X-Men Blue, number 27, the original 5 X-Men are lost in space. A new team of mutants has emerged to face the White Queen, Havoc, Miss Sinister, and Bastion. But while the new X-Men are away, the Marauders will play. Oh, come on. Really? Did you have to rhyme? I will not read any more of your solicit. There you go. Okay. Venom number 1 is a new series by Donnie Coates and Ryan Stegman. In the wake of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s collapse, an ancient and primordial evil has been awakened beneath the street. Wait, Venom number 1. They're rebooting Venom? They're rebooting Venom. We just rebooted Venom. You just did this, Marvel. It's only been going for like 6 months. Venom number 1. In the wake of the S.H.I.E.L.D.'s collapse, an ancient and primordial evil has been awakened beneath the streets of New York, and with it, something equally evil has awakened in the most wicked of web slingers, Venom, still a lethal protector. So you're just continuing it. Seriously? We're doing number 1 again? Unbeatable Squirrel Girl number 32, Doreen Green and her friend Nancy Whitehead have had a great idea. Let's have some friends together and play in an escape room. I gave up on Squirrel Girl a while ago. She's a college kid having fun. That speaks to some people, not to me. You know what speaks to me? Venom. Venom. I want to be a lethal protector. Oh yeah. Over in Spider-Man Deadpool number 32, in this issue, Spider-Man finds out how he outlived his loved ones. This is continuing the oldies storyline. Now, I did tweet the writer of this series, and I asked him, why does your story make no sense? Because you're doing multiple stories at once. And he said, yes, we're doing 2, and they conclude together. So there's oldies and there's Area 14. I did the work for you, my dear viewers. I looked into it. It's 2 stories, Spider-Man and Deadpool. It's cool. It all comes together. They're crazy. They're kooky. They're Spider-Man and Deadpool. Over in Spider-Man Spectacular, Parker, Peter, I read it backwards. Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker and his allies, Teresa Parker, his sister, and J. Jonah Jameson have solved the past from the Tinkerverse nefarious scheme, but they've returned to the future that they never knew. So, you told us that it wasn't going to affect the future, and now it affects the future? I don't know what you're doing with that story anymore. Over in Old Man Logan number 39. Logan isn't healing the way he used to, because he's old. Something is wrong. Recent fights are leaving their marks, because he's old. In ways that he's never experienced before. Like having erectile dysfunction in Logan. He never experienced it, did he? Did I name something? What else has not happened to him? Anyway, beaten down, Logan goes to the one person he thought he could always count on for help. The X-Men and a little blue pill. Over in Hunt for Wolverine, the series of miniseries continues with Adamantium Agenda number 1. Schnicked. That is in this. That is what it says. A sound that once made blood run cold, which the Avengers want to ensure is never used for evil again. Due to a promise made by the heroes, the new Avengers have reassembled to make sure Logan's body isn't misused. What is with the obsession with his body lately? Gonna braid his chest hairs? What are they doing to the poor guy? Domino number 2 has Marvel's #1 soldier of fortune, has her luck gone south, turning her into, it's more Domino. The first one wasn't bad. Amadeus Cho is in this. Despicable Deadpool number 300, the finale of Jerry Dugan's run with Despicable Deadpool. Every bad decision, every betrayal, every fart joke, they've all come back to haunt Deadpool. Everything from his entire run that started all the way back, he took over during one of the runs, but this storyline started all the way back when he fought the dead presidents. This is the actual conclusion to everything. As a Deadpool fan, I am super excited for this book. Youngblood number 11. I see why Dan found this interesting and wanted to put this in here. The woman on the cover is very well endowed. A tale of two Youngbloods. Japan formally endorses Youngblood, putting them directly at odds with the US's own Youngblood initiative. Can a trip overseas be far behind for President Die Hard? Remember that scene in Die Hard where he was up on the roof and he was crawling down the elevator shaft and he had like bandages on his feet and things went boom and it was awesome? Die Hard's awesome. I like Die Hard. Oblivion Song number 3. This is the new series by Robert Kirkman. Nathan Cole finds out that some of the people stranded in Oblivion don't want to leave, and they'll fight to the death in order to stay. This story is really good. 1 and 2, you need to read both those together. It tells the full origin of what is happening here. But I do, in my opinion, think Robert Kirkman has yet another smash hit on his hands. Over in Spider King number 4 by IDW, I'm going to specify that because when I hear Spider King, I'm thinking we have a new Spider-Man book. Anyway, Spider King number 4 by IDW, it's the final issue. The clan fight their way to the Spider King's parasitic horde and fight his fortress in a last-ditch effort to save the Earth. As Spider King's destructive influence spreads, Sigrid and, I can't pronounce that, why do you do this to me? Rolf confront him in a climactic and bloody battle. Green Hornet number 3 in Istanbul, the Constantinople, Mulan and the Deadly Sentinel report a tie, reunite with Bert Jr. But he refuses to take the mantle of Green Hornet back. Meanwhile, things get complicated when the mysterious hero, the Oko, reappears and blames Green Arrow for Sebastian's death. Barbarella number 6. The Great Rust Rush has pitted Barbarella against fellow prospectors, the Glan family, as the Old West meets the final frontier. And please, no cowboys and aliens jokes. Wonder Woman number 46, The Dark Gods Part 1. In the wake of Dark Knight's Metal, the new Seekers of the Cosmos have been revealed and have taken form. And though she doesn't know yet, Wonder Woman is at the center of their plans. Sideways number 4, this is DC's Spider-Man. They won't admit to it, but it's a wisecracking kid who got powers that allows him to have friends and go to high school and crack powers. He had a scene where he was in a mask and he was just running around. Anyway, it's not easy being a hero, especially when you don't know how. And when Sideways steps in the middle of a battle of life and death between Hotspot and Replicant, he is unsure how to help and guaranteed to make things worse. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, number 25. It's actually Scooby Apocalypse. I always say Scooby-Doo Apocalypse because when you say Scooby, you cannot say do. You always gotta say do. You always do to do. You say to do with Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. Scooby Apocalypse number 25. After 50 years of Scooby-Doo, the unthinkable occurs this month. Death claims one of the most beloved figures in pop culture history, Fred Jones. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Normally I hate when they spoil things like a death in the solicits, but I'm happy because if you've been following our Scooby Apocalypse series, they've like faked you out for Scooby's death like 3 times. I'm not even joking. So to just say that it's Fred, cool. But when he last left off, he had a broken leg anyway, so what's he gonna do in the apocalypse? If you and I are in the apocalypse and you break your leg, you're getting eaten. I'm running. I don't care who you are. All I gotta do is be faster than you and you break your leg, I win. Anyway, over in Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 22, the Penguin has redeveloped waterfront property into a new boardwalk attraction for the children of all ages. And Red Hood knows any legitimate business of the Penguins is a cover for something illegitimate. Over in New Superman in the Justice League of China, one of the longest titles currently running in DC, the only thing that can compete with it is Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. Why did they even add Corps into that? Just Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. Like, The Seas of Change Part 4. As a tidal wave threatens to engulf a Chinese city whose name I cannot, Yongyang, Pyongyang. I tried. I did try. I apologize. I probably offended a huge amount of our viewers, and I am sorry. The Justice League of China must save the North Korean capital from destruction, whether they like it or not. Justice League, no justice. Okay, I'm not even going to solicit, because you know what? They sent it to me early. It's one of the perks of being the Comicstorian. It's a cool perk, isn't it? That book is goddamn amazing. Okay, not only does it tell you everything that is going on and how it links to metal, it also references all of the interactions between the characters, so you're not like, why are they acting different? Because they don't. It then sets everything up so that Brainiac can lead the Justice League in a battle against enemies that I'm not going to mention because we don't do spoilers on this show, but oh my God, is Justice League No Justice amazing. If you have legit been waiting for an epic spacefaring Justice League storyline, this is it, okay? And so far, it comes together a lot not nicer than Metal did. Metal, I still think was incredible, but they definitely reached for some stuff on that. But this is a lot better. It's a 4-week series coming out for the next 4 weeks, gonna wrap up a whole story. It's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. Over in Immortal Men #2, The End of Forever, Part 2. Following the destruction of their base of operations, the Immortal Men find themselves on the defensive. Their only hope rests with the emerging metahuman named Caden Park, but the evil conquest has gotten to Caden first. Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, the competitor for the longest name in DC's history ever. If you can think of a longer name for a DC title, the new Superman and the Justice League of China, or Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, let me know. I'm actually really curious about that. Anyway, Dark Stars Rising Part 3. The Dark Stars draw a line in the sand to tell the Green Lantern Corps not to cross it, but Hal Jordan never toes the line. It's really cool, because basically it's like Dark Stars have turned into like Nova, or like evil Green Lanterns. Really cool. Over in Flash #46, it's the road to Flash War. Okay, you want to read Flash War stuff? This is the beginning of it. All of you people who are asking me in the comments, can you do Flash War? What is wrong with you? Okay, I'm not oblivious. I know some of you just watch my comment in my videos and you don't go get the comics, but you could at least have the goddamn respect for the industry to look up when your stories are coming out. Okay? I'm calling all of you out. All of you. Thank you for watching. Hope you subscribe. Detective Comics #980. Batman Eternal #5. The worst possible future for Gotham City has been locked into place, and there's nothing Batman can do to stop it until Stephanie Brown and Cassandra Cain catch a glimpse of something that they never thought would be possible. This is the conclusion to James Tynion's run on Detective Comics, the whole Clayface thing. I'm really looking forward to how it's going to end, because right now Tim's going crazy. Tim, man. Oh, God, Tim. Oh. Anyway, over in Batman White Knight #8, we have the actual conclusion. It's an extra large finale to Sean Murphy's top-selling miniseries. This is a really good series. I'm excited to see what he's going to do with it. It's #8. It's the end. I don't have much more to say. If you've been reading it, you've been reading it. If you haven't been reading it, probably not the time to jump in. Go get the whole series. And we're going to end this rundown of everything with Batgirl and the Birds of Prey #22. Who is Oracle Revisited? Batgirl and the Black Canary must find Huntress and save her from the Calculator. Is that really the name of a villain? It's like the lamest name of a villain. It's like all the villains sat around and one was like, I'll be the Joker. And one's like, I'll be the Penguin. And the other one's like, I'll be Croc. And I like calculators. Elite speak. And that is all of the solicits that we found interesting and wanted to tell you guys about today. I hope you enjoyed this. I have no idea what's wrong with me today. I may have drank too much coffee. We may have to go get me hospitalized. But you know what's going to happen next? We're going to move on to my interview with my guest today, which I believe is Comics Explained.
Oh, Benny, we're live.
Oh, hey, welcome back to Comics Tonight, the world's greatest and most impressive show ever. Late night show that does really dumb jokes and tells you about the latest comic books and news that are coming out. Tonight, my guest is going to be the illustrious, the most amazing, the beautiful, the silky smooth, the silky Robert Jefferson of Comics Explained.
No, I'm not Robert Jefferson. There's no coffee in this cup.
That's a prop, Rob.
There's no coffee in
That's a prop.
No coffee.
When you bought the show, you bought that prop too.
I didn't buy the show. Rob bought the show. I want to take your coffee.
It's my coffee.
No, not anymore. It's not.
I made the interns give me that.
It's my coffee now.
Rob, why are you talking with that weird voice?
I'm not Rob. I'm a Rube. I'm Rob's brother.
Rob's brother, Rube.
Yeah.
You specifically requested that I interview you today, and you just want to mess with me.
No, I just kind of thought it would be fun to be interviewed. I don't really get out much.
Oh.
Rob doesn't really let me outside the house.
Rob doesn't let you out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, let me know what you think about Infinity War. I think it's a great starting topic here.
Oh, I loved Infinity War.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, Infinity War was fun. All kinds of stuff happened, but I was a little sad. And I was a little happy at times. I got to the movie theater and I sat down and I had my popcorn and I had my soda. And then I finished up my popcorn before the movie started, so that made me sad.
Why would you eat it before the movie
Because
started?
everybody does that. Stop interrupting me. So, I was a little sad when the movie started. But then, when the movie started, all this cool stuff started happening, right? And like I was watching the whole thing, and all these crazy things going on. Super Dude swoops in, and like you got the Batmans, and you got the Iron Mans, and they had the big purple guy with the chin thing, and he had this really sparkly glove, and I was like, man, I want a glove like that because it looks pretty. And,
You want a pretty Infinity Gauntlet.
Whatever it is, it was pretty. I want one.
Okay.
Yeah. I had fun watching the movie. It was cool. They had this thing called like the Justice Friends, and they were hanging out together.
I see where you're going with this,
Oh,
Rube.
but they also had a really pretty chick with the things.
A really pretty chick with things. Okay.
she had-
Yeah, no, I see where you're going with this. It sounds like the same Infinity War that I saw. Well, who was your favorite superhero in Infinity War then?
Oh, Super Dude.
Superman was in the movie.
I guess. It's Super Dude.
Super
Oh,
Dude. Okay, what's the origin of Super Dude?
Oh. So Super Dude, like I remember reading about this. Super Dude was this guy where his parents were killed in an alleyway. And so he said, well, now I'm gonna be a superhero. So he went and like there was like World War II and stuff. So he went and he said, I want to be in the World War II battles and I want to fight against the bad guys. So they injected him with kryptonite and
Kryptonite injection. Okay.
Yeah, kryptonite. He was injected with kryptonite.
Dan, what is going on here? Where's Rob? What is Rob doing?
Yeah, Rob's over here with me. That's actually his brother Rube, so try not to be too mean to him.
I told you.
Were you drops in your head a lot?
No. Although, I used to eat these really pretty chips. Rob told me they were made of paint, but I never really believed it.
Oh, Rob made you eat paint chips.
I mean, he didn't really make me. I'd eat them because they look good. They were like pretty chips.
Did you really make Ruby paint chips?
Yeah, man. I mean, he's kind of dumb.
After that interview, I'd have to agree with that one, so.
All right, let me tell you something, man. I make fun of Rube. Nobody makes fun of Rube. Dude, I've seen this guy like 3 times on the set. Who is this guy?
Yeah, what are you still doing here?
GoFundMe.com/amaskman. No, not Batman. I'm really Maskman.